The journey started when I was very young. So basically, I suffered depression when I was in class fifth, when I was 10 years old. So there was no relevant reason at that time, but due to the chemical imbalances, biological factors maybe contributed to it. Asking the right questions plays a very important role in alignment of the clients, in their mindsets, in their goal alignment, in getting the results done. So my focus is basically not just to cater to the problem at hand, the situation based. My focus is mental strength. No matter what the situation is, you need to be strong enough to fight back that situation. So I follow a long term approach. I am a psychologist, an NLP coach, and I am running my company with the name of Heal and Rise. And basically, we do things. And it has been a lovely journey, starting from psychology honors in bachelor's, then master's, and then learning the courses, being in this industry, and learning from my clients the way they dedicate themselves, the way they, understand, the way I understand them, and having a relationship with them. I think that is really wonderful.
Hmm. So what motivated you to take up this as a profession or your career and forming a your own enterprise, Heal and Rise?
Okay, so I suffered depression when I was in class fifth, when I was 10 years old. So there was no relevant reason at that time, but due to the chemical imbalances, biological factors maybe contributed to it. But then, so when I was in seventh standard or maybe in eighth standard, I was an average student. I used to score somewhere around 70, 75. That was my average percentage. Now, my father had some losses in his business. And what happened that because he got time to spend with me, we started going for walks, we started doing discussions. And one day he said that, Prerna, why don't you aim for coming first in your class? And at that time, I was like, I mean, I didn't even knew that who was the topper in our class. I was just in my own world. And then that journey started. And if I see my report card, I can see that in first term, I was scoring somewhere in 70s. And by the term three, like term two, term three, my percentage increased in 90s. So I think that, that I realized that how power of subconscious mind works at a very, very young age. And later on, I topped my class 10th. I topped my school in 12th standard boards. So he was the inspiration behind it. He motivated me to take it as a career, and I think he knew my capabilities much before I knew it. So I guess he's behind it. And when it comes to starting my own firm, so I mean, after my bachelor's, I was planning to take up MBA, and I was planning to do, to change my field. But then I think it was some divine power or some energy that I even got admission in my college, but then in a good college. And so basically, it was a college formed by IIT Ahmedabad alumni. So the director, he was very much convinced to have me as the student in his college. But then somewhere it came in my mind that no, I mean, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Let me start a different journey altogether. And that is how it began. And that is how Heal and Rise came into place. And that is how it is going on till now.
Okay. So you are basically a psychologist and NLP. So how do you use this?
Right.
Yeah. How do you use this, both combiningly to, give some good insight to your customers, who are approaching you
Thanks.
for help?
Yeah. So what I do is, if I say what my procedure is, so basically it starts with history taking. I know about the client in details, which is the subjective viewpoint of the client, which is a psychological perspective, which is history taking, right? Because you just can't advise people randomly. You need to know the person very well. Then comes the psychological testing, the standardized tests in place. So what happens is that, we need to have an objective viewpoint. For example, you go to a doctor, you tell your problems. He may understand your problem very well. He may know the medications also, but still he will recommend you to get that blood test done, to get that x-ray done. In the same way, we do this standardized testing wherein we get the objective scores also. And then the objective of the therapy, the sessions start. So basically, it takes a lot of patience. The client has to have patience for at least 3 to 4 sessions in the starting. And then we design the program, as in the objectives, what all areas we need to work on. And sometimes we apply NLP techniques. NLP is, the understanding of NLP, how our mind works on visuals, how our emotions, how our neurological alignments work, the value systems, the value games, what is the fact and opinion, your belief system. So I think this NLP creates a very strong basis. And then I include life coaching as well. So I promote myself as a life coach. So basically, asking the right questions plays a very important role in alignment of the clients, in their mindsets, in their goal alignment, in getting the results done. So my focus is basically not just to cater to the problem at hand, the situation based. My focus is mental strength. No matter what the situation is, you need to be strong enough to fight back that situation. So I follow a long term approach. So basically, if you see, this is how I, it is the techniques are the amalgamation of life coaching, psychology, as well as NLP coaching.
Any success story, or when somebody came to you and now, because of your guidance, your coaching, your NLP techniques, the person has transformed, or
Yeah.
transform a batch of students or something like that. Any success story?
So I would like to share two stories. One is my student and one is my client. So my student, so basically when he came to me, he was working as a HR, as a recruiter in a company. And since he was an MBA in HR, and he had this inspiration from one of his professors that he should come into life coaching or maybe counseling or maybe as a speaker. And he had no experience, no knowledge. I mean, he had 2 to 3 years of experience also in his own field. And when he came to me, to be honest, I was not very sure that where he can go. I mean, what can be the alignment? What can be his direction? Will he be? So basically, if you want to practice this as a profession, you need to understand that you not need to work on yourself. That is very, very important, because if you are guiding somebody else, your own belief systems should be in place. You cannot be judgmental towards people. So he was very much into societal beliefs and negative situations and victim mindset. So basically, we started. So it's been 1.5 years and approximately 2 years that I've been mentoring him. He has taken up multiple courses from me. So basically, we started with a psychological certification program under Heal and Rise, and then we moved forward towards more precise courses, more level 2, level 3 courses, such as life coaching, such as now we did NLP. So in with me, what was the USP, that if you go and learn NLP, in the market, you don't know how you can practice it very well, right? Because one is learning and one is implementing, and the third is that how well you can teach.